like that.
Isn't there a bunch of like underground passageways around there too?
There was actually an article about this house on Crest Hill. Here, Whitney Cummings sent it to me, so I'll send it to you, Jamie. But I almost bought this house in the 1990s. In the 1990s, they were selling this house that the Comedy Store owned right above the club.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the one that's connected to the Comedy
Yes,
Store?
there's supposedly a tunnel because that's right above and to the left of the comedy club, and that was also owned by Bugsy Siegel. Stories from the comedians who inhabited Crest Hill, the house above the Comedy Store. So that house was for sale. The Comedy Store was selling it. Mitzi was going to sell it, and but the problem is, if you go back to that photo, it's got like this tiny little bullshit yard. Like that's the yard, and I have a dog. I had a dog back then too, and I was like, I don't want to leave my dog in this bullshit yard.
Every place in LA.
Yard. Yeah, my dog needed a yard. And also, it's just too weird to be that close to the Comedy Store. There were so many stalkers and freaks, and have people just showing up at your house, and you're
just right on the boulevard, right?
Yeah. So right the Crest Hill's right off the boulevard, but it's right there. It's a 2-minute walk from Sunset.
I've heard like comedians like Bobby Lee in the past say that they've had issues there. Like people won't even work with them just based on the fact that he's worked there for so long.
Really?
Obviously, I don't know like too much about that, but he's talked about that in other podcasts and stuff where
it's haunted.
Yeah, where he says it's very haunted and like people don't want to work with him because he works there.
Really?
It's like everybody like that works there.
That might be an excuse for why they don't want to work with Bobby. Bobby.
That could be it.
Bobby, it might be you. I've never heard anybody say that before. I can't work with you because you work at that haunted place. They
just don't want to be like around that stuff.
Well, there are 100% are people that have stories, including multiple comedians, multiple managers of the place, waitresses at the place. It's a lot of people that had stories of like seeing weird things and meeting people that weren't there. And
have you ever had an experience like that?
No, I tried. I went down in the basement one day by myself.
Yeah.
And, I walked into the main room by myself. Carl LeBeau, who recently passed away, Carl had the weirdest story. He got kicked out of his house. He got in a fight with his wife, and he got kicked out of his house. And he went to the Comedy Store and decided he was going to sleep on the stage in the main room. And he's like, man, I'm gonna fucking make it. I'm sleeping on this stage. She's gonna kick me out of the house, but one day I'll fucking show you. And so like he's drunk and he lays down on the stage, and then he hears a door shut. And the Comedy Store main room is pitch black, right? So this is what it looks like. But that's only when the lights are on. So he's laying down and he hears a door shut, and he goes, "Hey, it's Carl. It's me, Carl. Who is that?" And then he doesn't hear shit. And then he hears chairs move, and he hears like clink, 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 clink.
Oh, God.
And he's sitting there. He's going, what the fuck is going on? And something grabs his ankle and pulls him off the stage and onto the floor. And then he hears chairs moving again, and bam, the door shuts and slams, and nothing else. There's no one in the room. He has no idea what the fuck happened, but he told that story on stage one night. It's like he set the tone, this like spooky lighting, and it was really cool.
Wait, so he got pulled by his ankle off of the stage, so
Off the
multiple
stage.
feet away.
Yeah, something grabbed him. He didn't see anyone. But something grabbed his ankle and pulled him off the stage and onto the floor.
That's when you want security footage, you know what I'm saying?
I know,
Where's
right?
the cameras at?
There's no cameras in that place. Maybe there is now, but they definitely wasn't back then. Yeah.